Hi everyone, I'm Meteorologist Kerry Dean with your e-weather. Right here looking at the big event coming up over the weekend. It's coming up on Saturday. Record winter storm coming into the area, all kinds of problems, wind chills down to 40 degrees below zero, blizzard conditions at times, ground blizzard conditions as it is called, snow for Vincennes. Keep that in mind, that's the Knox County area, 5 to 9 inches plus or minus 2. If you're going to the southeast towards Jasper and towards Louisville, you'll be on the low end. It may take off 2 inches of this. If you're headed to the north up towards Sullivan and to the northwest up toward Terre Haute, it's very likely you're going to get a foot of snow out of this, it looks like. And between now and then, ours could go up a little bit or it could go down a little bit. That's the reason we're saying plus or minus 2 inches, or plus or minus 2 inches on top of what we are calling for. Temperatures today, this afternoon, have made it up to 30 degrees, but what we want you to see is a winter storm watch is in effect for everyone now. If we have viewers in Louisville, well, they didn't include you. I guess we have to go all the way down to Lexington or London to find areas that don't have a winter storm watch, but you're still going to get it once you look at something here in just a moment. On the map. Low pressure, here's the leading edge of cold air. Here comes the low pressure, and right over the top of us, they're going to intermix. And when they intermix and phase together, you know what what happens then. We've used that phrase before, phasing together. The upper level connects up with the lower level, off it goes. You've got a winter storm or blizzard on your hands. Now, what I wanted to show you besides our storm, there's all the snow associated with it, is as we go out in time, it's still snowing on Monday here locally, but it'll be a light snow. But also notice what else is going on. Gulf of Mexico gets snow. Down maybe Ocala, down to Tampa, close to that, over on the East Coast. There's snow in Florida. They're going to love us sending it that way. Satellite view today has been pretty much clear all day, as you can see here as I put it in motion. A little filament here, precipitation off of the lake into Cleveland, but that's about the extent of it. And up here in northern Indiana, because there has been quite a bit of wind in that area today. It'll be shifting around to the south, though, over the next few hours, and then all of the lake effect snow will be gone. Let's put this in motion. The wind intensity forecast showing you how intense the winds are going to be. Quite intense out of the southwest in advance of the storm. The low pressure center develops, moves up the front, does do a little bit of frontal twisting, and we do go on the warm side. That's the reason the forecast is going to have a chance of rain to begin with, but that should last very, very short period of time, except down to the southeast where it'll last a little longer. Let's take a look at the radar. We do have minuscule returns, but that's all feedback, static, because the radar is cranked up and it's ready to start receiving precipitation from over in Illinois on Sunday. I keep telling people that because tomorrow is going to be a great day across the area, at least a fairly great day across the area compared to any other day. Quakes along the west coast. Denver gets hit, and twice in the Little Rock area today. So it has been a shaken day down in those areas. Look at the temperatures tonight, dropping down a couple of degrees, but it actually starting to rise. I put it back in motion here a little bit over the nighttime hours, so by tomorrow morning we should be warmer tomorrow morning than what we are now. I don't even want to look at this map. This just gives us an idea of what Monday night's going to be, but I'll specifically tell you that here in just a moment because the models have been changing a little bit. Here it is. Remember, Knox County is what we're talking about, but this is going to show you the entire field. There we go. It's in motion. It's on Saturday at 4 a.m. It's going to Saturday noon. It's going into Saturday evening. It's into the late Saturday evening, Sunday morning. They're off and running. Totals jumping up fast in Newton, rising rapidly in Vincennes and Petersburg. As it comes to an end, we're still adding on half inch here, half inch there. That's all the way out to Monday now. So you can see about 6.8 is what it's going for, but don't quote me. As I said, plus or minus 1 to 2 inches on this. But look at this, 11 inches in Newton. Can that move down here? Yeah, it sure could. Could this 6.6 in Petersburg move up? It could. So things could change, but just keep in mind, this event is dangerous. It's going to set in during the day on Sunday morning, and then end not until about Wednesday of next week. So keep that in mind. Forecast for tonight, 18, but that will occur before midnight tonight. Temperature rising thereafter. Not as cold tonight, not nearly as cold after being down below zero early this morning. Then forecast coming up for tomorrow, high around 40. It's balmy, downright balmy. Mostly sunny early in the morning, but in the afternoon, increasing clouds and increasing wind. So that's going to be the trend. Tomorrow will be okay, but it's still going to be increasing clouds and increasing wind. The 7-day outlook, again, I'll share that with you, the fact that this is going to vary depending upon your area and exactly where you are. 5 to 9 inches of snow for the Vincennes, Knox County area, and more to the south, or more to the north, and less to the southeast. 40 degrees tomorrow, 30 degrees on Sunday, but look what happens. It goes from 30 above to 4 below in 12 hours. Then it rises to 3 below as a balmy high on Monday. Look at that, only rising 1 degree. And then falling to 12 below zero for an overnight low coming up on Monday night into Tuesday morning. One more element to show you. There's a big warm-up coming up at the end of this cold wave. All it is making ready for a new storm due in here next Thursday. Not talk about that right now. We'll talk about tonight's storm throughout the weekend. Be with us for continuing storm alert coverage right here on your hometown News Network.